was gonna segue into something else. I
Mhm.
don't remember.
Welcome to Women in STEM, by the way. We're talking about Unicorn Store, the movie.
Yeah. Oh no, boy, are we.
And and you know what? We're very polished. We're talking about it in some sort of order, may it be chronological or by character or by kind of theme.
Alphabetical.
We're gonna alphabetical order maybe. We're definitely gonna do that. And we're talking about the movie
Uh-huh.
and welcome.
We're remembering all the right words and names.
Absolutely. And we're going to say them confidently and
Hmm.
correctly.
We're having, it's fine.
Everything's
It's,
okay. I know everybody's really worried about what's happening right now, but really
hold
it's
on, I
okay.
can't hear you either.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. It just, you know how it puts it on mute.
It's just fine. It's everything's okay.
Everything's okay. Oh, hey, I showed my parents Julian Smith videos this week for the first time.
Oh, how did it go?
Amazingly. Really good. I showed them the one with the frisbee player.
hmm Yeah, I forget about that one.
Yeah, it's not one of the more like um pop culturally ones, but
Yeah.
that one's funny.
Can I show you something that happened? It's really not that interesting. But
I don't believe you.
last night at 11:28 p.m., I was going to do my Duolingo. And I did
Uh-huh.
my Duolingo, and it said that I had made up for using a streak freeze, and I said I didn't use a streak freeze. And I looked at the time that it said it was, and it said 5:24 a.m. on Monday. I said it's not 5:24 a.m. on Monday. It's 11:28 p.m. on Sunday. So I got this, it's like, oh, you use your streak freeze on Sunday, but then you made up for it on Monday.
Uh-huh.
And I
But
said,
look at that, you've got a 1,500-day streak. So you
yeah.
probably wouldn't need to use a streak
So
freeze.
I wouldn't really need to use a streak freeze, yeah. And then so I made this little screen recording where it shows that it's 5:25 or whatever, but then also I had my laptop so I could prove that it was not that time and it was actually 11:30 p.m. on Sunday. Because I had no other way to prove it because my phone clock was saying that it was 5:30 a.m. on a Monday. And I said, it's not 5:30, it's 11:30. And
Why
so
was it trying to
then
gaslight you?
I was like, why are you lying to me right now? And so then I was like, I'll just like restart my phone and see if that works. And it did. I restarted my phone and went back to Duolingo and did another little lesson real quick. And it gave me an extra 2 days on my streak and filled in the streak freeze because it was Sunday. But now that it's Monday, it already says that I did a lesson on Monday because I did it at 5:30
You did
a.m.
it
I really
yesterday.
did it on yesterday.
Yay!
But then
And if you
as I was
keep that
pulling
up,
up,
you'll never have to do it again.
I never had to do it again. But then as I was pulling up these pictures to be like, isn't it weird that it did this? When I opened the screenshots, this one says today, 5:24 a.m. And this one says yesterday, 11:28 p.m. Like it kept the time from when it thought it was wrong.
That's so
It
weird.
still has them in order of I took this one first, even though
Uh-huh.
it thinks that it happened 6 hours after.
That maybe it just thinks you
Yay!
invented time travel.
And it's like, you know what? Credit where it's due. It's like if you did it on Monday, I'm not, I mean, who am I to say that it wasn't Monday? So that was just like a little weird little thing that happened to me.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say things are turning out to be pretty odd. That's something that I'm known for saying.
I used to have this puzzle app that ran on like a timer, so you could only have so much energy to do things before it
Sure,
ran out. But it was
sure.
really easy
Yeah.
to just trick it and say, "Oh no, actually, it's 2 days in the future," and it'd be like, "Oh, my mistake. I'm so sorry. I will.
Huh,
Let's change that right back." Um,
interesting.
and give you more energy. But then they updated it so that it didn't do that
So you
anymore.
can't lie
And
to it anymore.
Yeah, so then I
So
was like,
what's
well,
the
I just
point?
won't play the game anymore then.
Yeah. Easy.
They didn't even have an option so you could like
Uh,
watch ads to get more energy, which I'm like I would have done and it probably would have got you more money that way. But
mhm.
you made bad decisions and now you
Yeah,
have to reap stupid prizes.
that's what people say.
Me, I'm saying it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Can I say something kind of odd to you? I promise it's
Sure.
a compliment, but you kind of look like you're in a K-pop boy band. Just the
Thank
haircut.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, these are meant to be compliments.
Yeah. Yeah. Like in the
Yeah,
movie.
like from the
Like
movie.
from the
That's one of the
movie.
lines that I always remember from the movie because it's
Hmm.
pretty funny.
Yeah. The line and also the whole movie.
Yes, both.
Pretty good. Pretty funny.
Pretty good, pretty funny. And
Hmm.
I like
Hmm.
had this when you're like hyping up a movie and then you show it to somebody and you're like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have talked it up so much just in case." But then you watch it and you're like, "No, I was right."
Yeah.
I had that today where I was like, I remember it being really, really good. And I've watched it with Whitney and I know that she also liked it. But were we crazy? And the answer is no.
Was it just because we watched it in cozy, cozy basement on cozy, cozy couch?
Yeah, was it just because like the vibes were right and we were like experiencing collective effervescence?
No, that's not what happened. It is good movie.
It's a good
I enjoyed
movie.
it the first time, and I really enjoyed it the second time.
Hmm.
And I was thinking for some letters, I had two options for S.
Okay,
Um,
awesome.
store, the store,
The store, totally.
or Samuel L. Jackson, because he's in it.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Or
because he's
alternatively,
in this
salesman.
movie. That's true. He's also
He's
the
in
sales.
it.
I
Yeah,
do. I think that maybe T could be like the store or the salesman because he
that's
does
good.
specify like it's
That's
like
true.
the store.
The the salesman. That is true. That's a
Yeah.
really good point. Yep.
And she's like, "What's the store?" And he's like, "This is the store." And she's like, "You've technically answered my question, but not in a way that's useful, like at all." So we can do Samuel L. Jackson because he is in this movie. And we can do
Yep.
T for the store.
The store.
And then we only need two more letters. And they're tricky because
Oh, I don't remember his name.
which
Either of
one?
them.
Anybody?
His name is not Felix.
No, Virgil.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
because she says you don't look like a Virgil.
you look like a fox
You
or
look
a
like a
jack.
Jack or a fox. Yeah. He says
He's like,
fox. She
okay.
says, sorry, these are meant to be compliments. And it says, well, she starts out, when he said Virgil, I was a little relieved because I thought Virgil would be a guy I could relate to who was an outcast in school like me. But I'm saying you don't look like that. He's like,
Well,
uh, I gotta go get this cat. He tipped over the trash can on purpose. He
no.
went right up to it, put his little
Pablo.
paws in there. He looked inside, and he said, "Yep, I'm gonna tip this thing over."
Dink.
Everybody loves
Hi.
cream.
Hi. You're so handsome.
He's like,
Oh,
I'm
he's
not.
shy.
Yeah, he's a little camera shy, and I don't want to be that guy who forces people to be on camera.
Especially your own children.
I know. That's called child
Abuse.
abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think, we're always on the same page about family vlogging channels.
Yeah, always
It's just that they are evil for real.
bad. Like, no joke. Not
Like,
even a
no
hint
joke.
of irony here.
I'll say that a lot of things are like, oh, that's so evil if I don't like it. But this, like, genuinely, I think that you're going to hell for real.
God is up there shaking his head and frowning.
Yeah, he's saying,
But like
he's going thumbs
actually.
down. Yeah,
Yeah, no, they're bad. They're bad. They're really
they're
bad. I
really
don't think you
bad.
should watch them, and I don't think you should do them. Is that Pop
I
Tart? Do you have
agree.
Pop Tart? Pop Tart?
Mm, ice cream sandwich.
No, I want that.
Here, you want to bite?
Ow, my teeth. They're sensitive to the cold.
Yeah, I just got it from the freezer, so it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, you gotta let that sit for just a moment.
Hmm. What's really cool is that I think Ruby Frankie went to federal prison. And I love being a prison
Yay.
abolitionist with exception.
Yep. That sums it up pretty well, I think. That lady should be in
Yeah.
there for real.
Like for real.
Like, yeah.
You're a terrible person for real.
Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it's like
Yikes.
you can talk about like it being borderline child abuse to like exploit your kid for content, which did happen, but then also she did other like genuinely abusive and terrible monstrous things to her children. So it's like we're not exaggerating here.
Double
She's like
Jeopardy.
straight up evil.
Yeah, no, she did both of the, like pretty
Hmm.
much everything that you could label as child abuse, she did that.
Yeah.
Even the
Hmm.
borderline stuff. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the
Like,
stuff that you were like, if everything else was fine, I would be like, well, maybe that's just a little weird. But everything else was not fine, so you're like, oh, yep. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite
Anyway.
thing that I see on comments about her is they're like, yeah, all Mormons are like this, and I'm like, uh-uh.
No, no. Why couldn't we have gotten there was like a brief couple years where like the biggest Mormon stereotype was like that they're really eager to help you move and they love Jello. I'm like, sure. Like we can stick with that
That
one.
is
That's
true.
nice. And
Yeah,
it's true of a lot of people,
I
you know?
love
I
Jello.
love
I
seeing
love
somebody
it.
move and I love Jello. It's like at least that one's like pretty true and harmless and it paints like a
Yeah.
nice picture of like maybe he doesn't know that much, but he'll help you move and he likes Jello.
And they'll
You
accept
know?
payment in the form of a big old bowl of Jello.
Exactly. You don't even have to pay. They're like, no, no, no. The real payment is just getting an opportunity to spend time with you and serve you. We could have had that. But then they were like, nope. The only people who become famous while still being Mormon are people like Ruby Frankie
Yeah, and that other lady.
and that other lady.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah.
See, it's because here's the thing, the Venn diagram of like family vlog channels and like Mormon influencers. No. So therefore, that's why people think that.
Yeah, yep, yep.
Yeah.
But we're here to set the record straight.
We're here to set the record straight. A lot of Mormons are normal.
I would say most of them.
I would say majority.
It's just that the loud
Even
ones are the weird ones.
it's just that the loud ones are the weird ones. That's always how it goes.
Yeah. So this
Ruby
movie,
Frankie's like ISIS of Latter-day Saints. It's not representative.
who's not saying that?
Everyone's always saying that. And yeah, this movie has nothing to do with any of this. It's just good, clean fun.
It's really, it's just a genuinely enjoyable movie. Heidi asked me a
Yeah.
minute ago when I was like, this is the movie we're talking about. She's like, is it one I would like? And I was like, for once, yeah, it really is.
There's
Yeah.
zero cannibalism.
Not
There's
even a hint of it.
not even a hint of it. I think
Yeah.
somebody says the word murder,
Yeah, but it's like in a joking way.
but it's like in
Like,
a
haha,
joking
please don't
way.
murder me. He's like, how
Ha ha ha
dare
ha.
you?
How dare you? I would never murder you. I'm a unicorn salesman. And she's like, my bad. I just was double checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it.
That's
Other
it.
than that, it's pretty much exclusively unicorn and friendship content.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has like really just awkward coworkers. And I love Gary. He's a bad person, but I really love him a lot.
I do too. He's so weird.
I
He's so
love
weird.
time they meet, so she gets hired at PR&R PR firm. That's the name of it, PR&R PR, because it's a
Yeah.
made-up movie for fun.
Yeah. And they lean into it, baby.
They lean into it. She has like those extremely targeted TV ads. I love movies that do this where they're like, we're gonna live in reality, but then just twist it a little bit. So like the ads on TV are actually speaking to you directly, you know? Any movie that does that, I like, no, no, no.
I know it's one of
It's
my
so
favorite
good.
bits. It's really funny.
It's
And
so
they're like
funny.
hokey on purpose. What does the depression ad? Like they give such a funny name for the medication. It's ridiculous. It's
Mm,
like
yeah, they do. I should have written it down, but it
I
was,
should
yeah,
have too. Yeah,
hilarious. So funny.
like Deplorities or something.
Yeah, yeah, something like defunct or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
something very funny.
That's really
And then
good.
she sees this ad for temporary success, which is a temp agency, and that's the funniest name in the world for a temp agency. I dropped out of school. I was living in my
Living in
parents'
my parents'
basement,
basement.
and I was just surfing the TV channels, wondering what am I going to do with my life? And then I found temporary success. Oh man. Anyway, so she finds temporary success. She's hired
And
at
all you
PR
really
and
need is
RPR.
a brief typing test.
It only takes 5 minutes. And then, so her coworker Sabrina, who's
Love
darling, by the
her.
way,
I love
she's
her.
so sweet. She's like, "Are you kid? Come on, I'll show you the way." And there's like a pillar in the room, and they go like opposite ways. And she's like, "That's fine. You can go this way or that way." She's like so like reassuring instantly.
Uh-huh.
Okay, question one. Do you know what a magazine is?
Mhm.
Yes. Question two. Okay, great. Question two. Do you know how to press a button on a copier that says copy? And the kid says yes. She's like, great. Oh, you're doing so wonderful. Final question. This is the entire job interview. Final
Mhm.
question. Can you put the magazine into the copier before you press copy? Kid's like, yes. Sabrina's like, welcome to the team. Pick a
You're good to
cubicle.
go.
You're good to go. That's so funny.
It's so
Anyway,
good. And
all
that's
this to say,
actually
she
what
meets
being working in
Gary
an office feels like.
because she's copying like something on the copier. And then Gary walks in and he's like, "You're pretty good at that." And she's like, "Yeah, I did some pretty extensive training. Ha ha ha." Because she's a funny person. And then he's like, I love this moment. He's like, "Do you think you could copy something for me?" She's like, "Yeah, what is it?" He's like, "You see this article on learning
Learning
to
to
love
love
again?"
again.
And it's most of the, it's like a huge, she's like, "Yeah, I want the recipe underneath it." Camera pan down a little bit. This tiny strip, lemon pound cake recipe. It's so funny. So it's like, yeah, maybe Gary's like kind of a creep, but he's mostly funny.
hmm And
So
again, we're
whatever.
playing pretend. This is a
He's
movie.
just a character in a movie.
Yeah, in real
It's
life,
fine.
go to HR.
In real life,
In
definitely go to HR because he smelled
hmm
your hair.
Yeah. Actually, maybe
But
you should shoot him.
in pretend world, you can just be like Gary.
Gary, who
Yeah.
is played by Hamish Linklater,
hmm
also famously played Father Paul in Midnight Mass.
hmm Friend of the channel, Hamish Linklater.
I
Hi.
I really liked him when he was lying in a puddle of blood on the floor. That was great, but he doesn't do that in this movie because again,
He doesn't do it in this
no
movie.
cannibalism,
In
no
this movie, there's
vampirism, no
zero
blood.
cannibalism. hmm Very minimal, even allusions to violence. And everybody's good. And he's just like kind of an awkward guy and kind of a creep. That's fine.
Mhm. I kind of wish they hadn't made him like I get why they did. I kind of wish they hadn't made him like an actual creep though, and just made him the most awkward person in the world. I
hmm
think that would have been funny too. Because
Yeah.
he never changes his inflection even a little bit. It is monotone, baby, the whole time.
Yeah.
Same volume,
I
except for
love the
when he's
sound of a
like banging on
copier.
the window. There's no
There's zero
creativity
creativity in
here.
this office, and it's killing me. And he raises his voice a little bit. I'm killing me. But yeah, he's funny. I love the sound of a copier. Yeah, it's like the seashore in here. You're really funny.
I loved it. I I love every single character in this movie. It's so fun. I love her coworkers. I love Sabrina so much
Mhm.
because she
Sabrina's
is
so
just
sweet.
like she's got that exact vibe of like someone who has actually had to t teach somebody how to push a button on a copier that says copy.
Hmm. Hmm.
And you think this is as obvious as it gets. No, it's not. There's
Hmm.
someone dumber than you
Not for
who,
everybody.
yeah.
Hmm.
And as someone
Like
who
for real.
is training one of those people right now at work, let me tell you, that girl gets it.
Yeah, yeah, she knows what's up.
Yeah. But then she's also just so cute. And like I
She's so
love that
sweet.
like when Kat goes or Kit goes into I was thinking about
Kit Kats,
no
the
what
wafer
was
chocolate candy.
no the Shakespeare play.
You were thinking of 10 Things I Hate About You?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I knew you'd get it.
Yeah,
Her name is Kat, but
her
that's
name is
not
Kat.
her name is
Yeah,
not Kat in this
in
one.
that.
It's Kit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
This one. I
the
I
Kat
like
and
that.
Bianca in the other one. In
Yeah,
10 Things I
yeah.
Hate About You. Yeah. Hmm.
And oh my gosh, not Hugh Grant. Never mind. I'm just forget it. I'm
What?
clearly having a rough time.
I remembered
Anyway.
another Gary moment that I love,
Okay.
and then we can go back to Sabrina. I just because there's like a moment where he does have some expression. She's like, did you always know that this is what you wanted to do, or was there something else you wanted to do first? And his face, like he's like smiling because they're in conversation, and it so slowly, painstakingly drops to nothing as he recalls. And then he says, "You mean like if you really wanted to be a figure skater, but your parents wouldn't pay for the lessons?"
I love you, Gary.
That moment is so funny. I was like, "That's acting." I love that guy. Oh man.
I really like the part where they're in the presentation and he goes, "Talk to me more about the
About the
lingerie."
lingerie. Like way after. And it's crazy because her presentation is obviously really out there and a lot of people don't like it, but then her explanation, I'm convinced. Like I'd be like, totally,
Same,
you're right. Hmm.
straight
And
up.
genuinely, why would they call it the Mystic Vac? And then it's just a regular vac. Like I like the idea of it having some sort of mystical property to it, because otherwise, why would they name it that?
Exactly. Because then it's
Um,
just a boring, normal vacuum.
yeah, it's just a regular vacuum. Just call it
Dairy
vacuum.
boy. Can I tell you about a really fun graffiti tag on a bridge from where I used to drive into work every day? And I don't see it anymore because I come from the other way, but I think about it all the
Hmm.
time.
Hmm.
Um, it just says typo, Pez boy.
What?
Yeah.
Typo. Like
Typo,
not type O like blood, but like typo like you say something
typo,
wrong.
yeah.
Pez
Typo,
boy.
Pez boy, one word. Pezboi.
Oh, typo Pez boy with an I, one word. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I think about it all the time and I've always wanted to get a picture of it, but it always catches me off guard and I never have my phone out and ready because I'm not going to look for it when I'm driving. It's
Right, yeah.
dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And something we
Yeah.
always say on this channel is that you gotta drive safely and be careful out there. Because not everybody knows how to drive and they'll kill you for real.
They will. Also
Watch
not a
out.
joke, not even a hint of irony. We're so serious.
This is our most serious episode of all time. It is no bits. We're saying don't put your kids on camera and learn how to drive.
Yeah.
These are two messages for Utah. Don't be a family vlogger and learn how to
Or
drive.
else.
Or
Or
else.
else. Yeah. Typo
It's
Pez
crazy
boy.
because that was my rap name on SoundCloud for a while. So it's funny that there's two of us.
Do you think he's coming for your throne?
Well, hopefully it's fan art.
Oh, that's nice. Why isn't there any
Yeah,
fan art of women in
like
STEM?
heard my tracks and they were like, "Damn, I gotta let the people know." Typo Pez
Typo Pez
boy.
boy.
You know what we should do is upload these on SoundCloud, and then we'd get probably more. graffiti fan.
That is true. That would be fun.
Too bad
Okay,
it'll
well,
never happen because I gave up on uploading these to Spotify, even though it takes like 4 clicks. Like, I don't want to do that.
yeah, it's easier to find us on Spotify too. So I like it better on YouTube because
Hmm.
if I say, "Oh yeah,
Because
no, I've got
we're
a
like,
podcast. It's called Women in STEM." Good luck finding it.
yeah, yeah, because we're like buried underneath all the people who are doing actual
Actual
science.
science. Yes. Yeah.
So the E and the
So
M, we never decided. I think M can be
oh, I
Mystic Mac.
remember. Oh, it could be that also. I was
What were you
thinking that
thinking?
the guy who plays Virgil, I know his name starts with an M and I don't remember what it was, but I remember seeing it.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
yeah, I don't
And
remember what
I
it was.
forgot about that, so I don't know. E is gonna be tricky because like most of the characters, none of them have an E name.
Oh,
Sabrina, Barack, Glenn, Gladys, Gary, the
what's
salesman,
their pin what's their
Crystal,
business?
PR and R.
No, 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 no. The parents.
Oh, 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 the emotion thing. Yeah. What's
Yeah.
it called? Emotion Quest?
Emotion Quest, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We've
That's
done
really good.
it.
We
Thanks.
did it. And it wasn't even super hard.
No. We only talked about 15 different topics in the meantime. It's
Yeah, which
normal.
is pretty standard.
Um,
Despondica is the name of the depression medication pill.
yeah. Funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
funny. It's good stuff.
You should also look up the name of Virgil
Oh,
just
yes, good idea.
while you have access to looking things up. I love him.
Yeah,
He was in worst movie of all
he's
time,
great.
Jurassic World, Dominion.
I remember that because I saw like some sort of ad or poster for that movie, and I said, I recognize that guy from Unicorn Store.
A far superior movie. And Jeff
A
Goldblum
very
is in Jurassic World Dominion. So know how much weight those words carry for me.
his name is Mamoudou, which does
Yeah,
start with an M, so
it
you're
does
right
start with
there.
an M.
Yeah,
Yay.
good job.
And we're big fans of this guy.
Huge.
Mamoudou should be in more things. He should be
Hmm.
in everything,
That's what I'm
along with
always saying.
introducing Miles Caton.
Introducing Miles Caton should be okay. Hear me out.
What if they fell in love? Buddy
What if
cop
they
movie.
fell in love? Now that's an idea. Get us in the producer room roundtable discussion. We need to be in there making every movie what we want it to be. No matter
Yeah.
what the movie is, we're walking in, we're sitting down, we're saying, and is this movie going to introduce Miles Caton at any point?
And I don't care if you say, no, he's already been introduced in this other one. I don't care. We're doing it again.
Okay. And
That
we're trying
reminds
to
me of
give
that
the
tweet.
people what they want. It's like we've already done Jurassic Park a million times. We're not going to introduce Miles Caton. One of them is
They
funny.
That reminds me of that tweet that's like, if I had a boyfriend, I'd be hyping him up every time I walked into a
Mm,
room. Like,
yeah.
you better get so excited but to see this guy coming in through the door. You know that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. Also, Jen, I think I did tell you this. She did not like Sinners. Um,
Right, yes, you
but
did tell me that.
we were
But for
talking
like all the
about
wrong reasons,
all the
perhaps.
wrong reasons, bad reasons,
Yeah,
incorrect reasons, objectively
yeah.
incorrect reasons, I think you could say. And we were talking about Hear Me Outs last week, and I was like, I'm ready for this game. Let's do this. Um,
You're like,
finally.
you have activated my trap card.
And it was amazing because for the first time in my life, she was like, "No, that's a good one." Uh-huh, yeah. And didn't tell me with all the sincerity in her voice, "I think you should talk to somebody about that." Um, she did because she was trying to play it with her roommates.
Hmm.
Um, and they were like in the middle of a road trip, and she's like, "But they don't get it. They're not understanding this."
Right.
She said they were picking things like Kim Possible and Danny Phantom.
Come on, everybody
I
likes them.
know. I know. I was like, that is freaking amateur hour. She's like, what do you think about Malcolm X? I was like, cold take. He's objectively hot for a
That's
couple
true.
different
That's
reasons.
just a fact. Like
Yeah,
he's
and she's like,
handsome and based. So think about that.
double hitter. And she's like, okay, thank you for saying that. Because they said it was a bad take because it was so far off the table. I was like, you need to get better friends,
You
babe.
have to get better friends,
Yeah.
especially if you're playing Hear Me Out.
Hmm.
If you play Hear Me Out and then you say Malcolm X is just like a regular person that somebody could say normally, not in the game of Hear Me Out,
Hmm.
don't even talk to me.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I also I knew it was gonna be a fun game because I was like, how about Venom? Like again, when I was like, I'm going for shock value here more than anything. She's like, cold take. I was like,
Okay.
ah, all right. I think we can actually get into this.
Yeah.
Um, so uh where was I going with this? Oh, anyway, she's like, what about the guy Sammy from Sinners? And this is where she lost me. I was like, that's a hear me out. She's like,
Wait, that's a
well,
Hear Me Out. But Venom, she's like,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
duh.
Conventionally attractive monster.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I actually don't remember how that conversation ended. I think I blocked it out, but
Right. You're like, I think I just left.
yeah.
Hello, Neil.
So, hello, Neil.
Hear Me Out. You know what that means? Would you like to add anything to the conversation there, or just be like, yep, you can
How about
smell
a
the
laminator
cheese.
machine?
Laminator machine. How
Yeah,
about hear me out? Laminator machine?
laminator.
What do you think about that?
Depends on the lemon.
It depends on the laminator.
Is it one that you
That's the only correct answer. That's like the only good response.
like own together and you just kind of feed it through a machine, or is it one of the like super nice ones?
Good question. I'll repeat. He says, is it one of those where you have to put the sheets in and like put the paper in yourself and then slide it through? Or is it one of those really fancy, nice ones where you just put everything into the machine and it laminates it all by itself?
Oh, either one. See, that doesn't, because I
She says
imagine,
that's not the issue. Either one is fine.
yeah, no.
He
I would
says,
imagine
what?
wrapping the plastic around myself like a sleeping bag.
Hmm.
And then the other one, it's like diving right into a garbage disposal. So it doesn't, either way, like
Okay, okay, I see.
they both are fine.
Okay.
They're telling
saying that her hear me out is purely superficial.
Rude?
No, Neil, she's saying that you can use like two different and beautiful routes to get to the same thing of being laminated, like it's a sleeping bag.
Yeah, so she's using the person.
Yeah, correct. I'm saying that you can find beauty in multiple types of people, jackass.
He says, I don't know.
I think that a lot of my hear me outs would shock the average person, but I do think that Neil's hear me outs might kill me.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Neil's
pretty cool.
operating on like the seventh dimension. Like, wait.
Someone says my hear me out is a laminator, and he says, what kind?
He's like, what kind? Because I have opinions.
Funny.
He's like, cold
Um,
take unless you're wrong.
so Unicorn Store.
I've heard of it. I've even seen it.
I have too, more than
Mhm.
once. I liked it both times. Um, I like that Sabrina and Kit just kind of get to know each other in a very coworker kind of way, but then they like help each other open up a little bit more. And I think that's really sweet. Like when Sabrina is helping Kit do her presentation, and Sabrina calls on her unexpectedly, or Kit calls on Sabrina unexpectedly, and she's going to just, go along with it, but then she decides, actually, no, I'm gonna say my thing. And
Yeah.
really cool because her thing is being afraid. And so it's nice that she's vacuuming up her fear just by talking about her fear.
Yeah.
That's really nice. And I
That's
also
really
like the mailman Brock. That dude is sick
I
as
love
hell.
that guy.
I
Mhm.
love him.
I love that guy a lot.
First of
Well, I
all,
like
ideal
the first
man.
time we meet him, he like is already just like super nice and friendly. He's like, "Hey kid, what's up? Got a letter for you." Like just like a
Yeah.
charming, nice person. And then
And
he
then
stays
he
that way. Like we
helps
don't
her.
see how they like you see her developing this friendship with Sabrina and with Virgil, and then with Brock, he's just kind of like there. You don't really see it develop, but you're like, yeah, sure.
Why not? He
He's,
says,
he's just built in. He just came with the office.
he's like, I would vacuum up all the haters because I am super hot. People think that I'm dumb, but I'm not. I do crosswords. I
I
read
do
books.
crosswords, y'all, and I read. Yeah.
I love him. And he gets more into the vacuum presentation than like any like he's so excited. Stop it.
hmm Well,
It's
yeah, he
okay.
has his little cape that he's learned all the choreography. She came up with this idea on a Sunday night. And
Yeah,
Sabrina
and they
and
learned
Brock
it.
know the choreography by Monday morning. That's friendship right there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Mhm.
is. Because I wouldn't do that for my coworkers.
No.
I just wouldn't.
Well, that's not even Brock's coworker. Like he delivers the mail to
No,
their
he just
building.
works in the building
Yeah.
sometimes.
Like separately. They're like
Awesome.
on his
Love that
route.
guy.
And I also love that the other girls in the office like clearly have a crush on Brock. Like he came into the room, and he's like, "Hey kid, got this letter for you. See you later." They're like, "Oh my gosh, Brock wants you." Oh, as if she's worked here for like 2 seconds. Like, like what is this? These are like grown adults, like being mad that
Yeah.
Brock would like be nice to another person.
And
He obviously wants you.
deliver his mail.
That's
That's
his
his
job.
job.
And he's just being nice while he does his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very funny.
hmm
Love that guy. Love Sabrina. Um Virgil.
Virgil, let's go.
Yeah,
Virgil
he
heads,
rocks.
stand up.
Virgil Nation rise.
We love this guy.
Yeah, so much. He's great. We love
So
him.
great.
From his first appearance, he's like clearly hates his job, which I can't personally
Yeah.
relate to, but I can imagine that would be really hard and soul-sucking for a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. So poor guy, and you commiserate even if you don't fully understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he doesn't actually just hate his job. He just hates his boss, who hates him.
hmm
And
No,
turns out he actually kind of does like his job.
I think Joel is hoping that I die in some sort of freak power tool accident. Yeah.
I wish we got more information there. Why does Joel hate you so?
He's
Whose
maybe
fault is it?
racist. We don't
I
know.
hadn't even thought of that. I thought
And
he
without
had
any
a freak
details,
power tool accident.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like, who knows? But without any further details, Joel, I'm gonna assume that you're racist. So you better explain yourself before everybody knows of a surety that you're racist. Yeah. So Virgil, great guy.
He's
Yeah, I like that.
awesome.
He's like, I sweep floors and take inventory. So if that's the work that you need done, I can count. Do you want me to count stuff? Which is like a way of saying no that could sound really rude. Like, oh, you want me to count stuff? But he like he's like, I'm just gonna let her down easy. Like, I can't help with this, but I'll be nice about it. He's just like a nice person. A lot of people in this movie are really
Yeah.
nice,
They are. A lot of
except for Perfect Kevin, who sucks.
Yeah. He's like, and even she's like just autistic enough to the point where she doesn't pick up on him being kind of quietly mean in a
Right.
nice way, which means that she just takes it as him being nice. And then he's like, oh, kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then is just like, okay, I'll be nice now. And it's really sweet. And then he calls her cute, like right away.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Yeah. And that's because it's true.
yeah.
And he means it for real. And she's
Yeah.
like, what? Me? No. Oh my gosh.
I don't understand the Brie Larson hate for a bunch of, well, I understand it. I don't agree.
Uh-huh.
I understand it because it's sexism, but
Yeah, I think it's just classic misogyny.
yeah. But I especially don't get it because she's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
good at her job, which
Mhm.
you can see. And like in this movie, she acts and she's good at it.
Yeah. Hmm. I would say that she like kind of embodies the role of Kit, and you like believe that that's who she really is as a person
Yeah.
because she's acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's really easy for you to believe that she grew up as kind of a weird, lonely outcast in school, but then
Yeah.
grew up into like an adult person who's got a lot of love in her life, even if she doesn't recognize it for what it is right away.
Hmm. Hmm.
She has
And I
parents who
like
love
that
her so much.
love her so much, and they don't understand her at all, and they never
Mm-mm.
say the right thing,
Mm-mm.
but man, they're always there.
And they never stop trying.
They're like, that's my girl. And she's like, oh, these are so annoying. Yeah,
Do your parents call you like every day too? And he's like, no, my parents are dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I'm just kidding. They're just busy. It's crazy.
Funny.
No, I like that she'll get excited about things just like genuinely.
Yeah.
And she's not gonna like she has like her little like businesswoman character that she plays, which is really cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like she'll get excited. I can't believe you built real walls. You built real walls. And he's like, yep, and I watched a YouTube video. You know, like, yeah, she's
There-
cool. And I like that
I
she
love
like was
her.
kind of an outcast character or whatever. She's been rejected from art school because she's like too fun. Like imagine not fitting in with any group because you were like too fun and nice.
I can't imagine
That's
that. That's my
crazy.
everyday life, baby. Too
You're like,
cool
no
for my
need to
office.
imagine it.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
No, she's great. I also like that this movie is it perfectly rides the line of this is a movie and this is real life. It's like
Mhm.
just barely
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has the
Because they
perfect
do
balance
those
of
like
both of
super
them.
targeted TV ads.
Mm-hmm,
They have at the end of the movie, I love this moment. They're like walking down the street together, and there's a bus that passes that like, you know, the little lights on the top that say the destination. It just says,
Mhm.
keep going, Kit, like as they pass by, you know?
Mm.
It's like stuff like that where it's like, well, this is clearly Kit's world that we're just living in.
Yeah.
But it could be real though, too. Because it's
Mhm.
just real.
Yeah. Like the art school that she's at is literally the guy who put his stick in a box.
But he was the first
He-
person to ever
he
do
was
that. So,
He really put the stick in the box.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really made
And it's
waves
like
in the art world at the time.
we're supposed
And
to take that
Virgil is right.
seriously?
He sounds like an idiot. Mhm.
Yeah. I was gonna segue into something else.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Welcome to Women in STEM, by the way. We're talking about Unicorn Store, the movie.
Yeah. Oh no, boy, are we?
And you know what? We're very polished. We're talking about it in some sort of order, may it be chronological or by character or by kind of theme.
Alphabetical.
We're gonna alphabetical order, maybe. We're definitely gonna do that. And we're talking about the movie,
Uh-huh.
and welcome.
We're remembering all the right words and names.
Absolutely. And we're gonna say them confidently and correctly.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yes.
So there you go.
Virgil is the dose of realism that makes this movie great. Actually, everybody
Yeah.
is a little tiny bit of dose of realism, like her parents, but Virgil is also Kit's like, I'm gonna buy a unicorn and here's the store, and he's like, someone is going to steal your identity.
Yeah. You
Your
get stranger
identity.
financial information.
Yeah, and we know it's
Mhm.
it's not like that, right? Maybe. We
But
didn't
maybe
like, but
because we're
there's
seeing things
just
through
the
Kit's eyes, and she's maybe, struggling to work this like dead end boring job.
mhm.
She maybe like has had this dream unfulfilled since she was a child, so that you're like, I mean, maybe it's all pretend. We don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
And you're on
could be.
Virgil's side where you're like, I really want to believe you. And I
Yeah.
believe that they convinced you that it was real. But I
Yes.
don't have any evidence that it was actually real.
Mhm.
So,
And
yeah.
that he's so kind about it.
Mhm.
That he's like, yeah, there's no need to be embarrassed. I'm gonna help you. Like, he genuinely wants to support her. He's not trying to belittle her or embarrass her at all. He's just
Mhm.
really does want to be there for her because he's her friend and he likes her romantically. He says so,
Yeah,
but she doesn't believe him.
oh, but she's like, not because she doesn't like him back, but because she's afraid.
Yeah, she's a coward.
Well, that's the
And
movie. Uh, yeah.
I like when Samuel L. Jackson says to Kid, has anyone ever told you that you're a very selfish person? Because that, I think, is the first moment
That
of
is a
realism in
good
this
moment.
movie. It's really
Yeah.
good, where she's just whining and complaining, and because she genuinely doesn't realize that yet, that she is being selfish. She's genuinely
Mhm.
only thinking of herself. No one else in her life, not her parents, not Virgil, just her. Not
Mhm.
like she's thinking about the idea of the unicorn, not even the actual thing. Like, it needs a loving
Right.
environment. You need to have a genuine loving environment. You can't just yell, I have loving energies, for that to
Right.
work. Think
Yeah.
think selflessly, think objectively here. You can't when you
Yeah.
don't have perspective.
Yeah. I think that's a really good moment.
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm.
I also really like when she goes on the trip with her parents and
Yeah.
they have the truth
And
circle
things are
moment.
going really well, and they're like bonding, and she's having a good time, and then they have the truth circle moment. She's like, "Do you want the truth for real? I'm getting a unicorn." And they're like, "Oh, no." At what point did we fail her, like, beyond repair?
It's really good. And I love her parents. I really do, because they are so earnest. They want
Yeah.
genuinely what's best for her, and they are a little bit clumsy with it sometimes. But even still, in this moment, you can tell they're so frustrated with her and angry because they think that she's mocking them. But
Yeah.
she's not. She's being real. But they even still, they don't embarrass her or call her out in front of everybody. They just say
Right.
quietly, "We're gonna have a quick family meeting. We're just gonna talk
Quick
some things
family
over." Like, they
meeting.
don't
We're
call
gonna
her
stay
out in
here
front of.
with Kevin. And then they go and talk with her, and they're like, like, genuinely, what is this? Like, is this like a cry for help? Like, what's going on? And she's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm being serious. All these other kids are lying to you. Why don't you believe me? And they say, well, we know that they're lying.
Mhm.
And they just have lives that they need to get away from. Do you? And she's like, oh. So there's that moment. And then immediately after, she goes to the store, and Samuel L. Jackson's like, you're being selfish. And she's like, oh my.
It's
Yeah.
really good. It's really good. I got chills just now talking about it. I love
Yeah.
it so much. It's
Good
really
movie.
cute.
I took
Yeah.
notes this time.
I
Did
didn't.
you?
No.
Well, at least one of us did. Usually it's
Swapped.
you. So.
Usually it's me.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm glad someone did. I was going to, but I couldn't find my notebook. And we just got back from our vacation yesterday.
Mhm.
And I am so sunburned. So I didn't want to get up off the couch and get a notebook. And that was
Yeah,
my
I
excuse.
understand.
Yeah.
That's okay. You
Sun
did
with
look
a deadly
you
laser
look
for real.
pretty sunny.
Thanks. My
Yeah.
face is normal amount of, I got a little bit of sun, a little bit of freckles.
Mhm. Mhm. But then the rest you're saying is much more than that.
It is like near purple. Yeah.
Mm, that's pretty bad. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, baby.
Dude.
Hang on, I've got my Coke can here. Let's just compare.
Yeah.
Same color?
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yay.
it's I'm very grateful for my Margaritaville shirt. My Jimmy Buffett killing Margaritaville shirt.
Yes.
May he rest in peace, because it doesn't touch me. It just
Mhm. Yeah, it's just
lets
kind
the
of
burn
soft
do
and
its
big.
thing.
Mhm.
Look at him. He's playing with a. Oh, don't stop on my account. He was playing with a sticky paper, like from a
He's like,
roller.
oh, I'm nervous.
Come on.
Okay.
You can't play
I'll
with
tell
my
you my
headphones, though.
notes.
That's the rule. Stop it. I'll kill you.
These notes, by the way, are chronological. So that's the
Yay.
order that we're going in.
Uh-huh. And
Now.
that's how the movie goes.
That's how the movie goes. Well, you pretty much start it at the beginning and then you watch it until the end.
Because some movies, they start at the end and then they go back to the beginning.
That's true.
Like Sinners.
Like Sinners. But then even when you watch that, you like press play at the beginning. And then like the narrative kind of go back and forth,
That's
but you
true.
can just sit and watch the whole thing. So
No, that's a
that's
good
really nice.
point.
Yeah. So the way that these notes are is just like the order in which they happen in the movie, but the narrative structure as well is like pretty straightforward.
Okay, yeah.
So it works both ways.
Yeah.
Well, we already talked about the TV ads that are really good. I also like in that kind of opening where she fails out of art school, she moves back home, and her parents are trying to cheer her up, and they're like, "Hey, you remember Kevin from down the road? Such a nice guy, and he has a full head of hair." And she's like, "What?" I really like that. Why don't you guys just adopt Kevin?
It's like, no, everything I've done is super attainable.
Yeah,
You are
everything
not
I've
living in
done
my
is-
shadow at all.
Don't worry, you're totally not living in my shadow. And she's like, I am. And so then that's what pushes her to sign up for temporary success. Because she's like,
And you
I
just have
can't be. Kevin just assumed that I think I'm living in his shadow. So obviously I have to get a job or kill one of us. You know?
She also
And
doesn't
then
think for a second that they're going to set her up with Kevin,
mhm.
but he already has a girlfriend. And also, I think they really just wanted
And
her to
the-
have a friend.
I
They're
think
like,
they just wanted her to have a friend.
play
Like, you
date.
remember Kevin? Like, he's like a person. And he has a girlfriend. The weird thing though, like that scene, they're like catching up. He's like, "You remember like when we were kids and you would play dress up with that crown? That was so cute." Anyway, check out my girlfriend, and she is like the same person, and you're like, it's just like a little bit odd. I know there's a lot of blonde women in the world, but still. Anyway, so then she's like, "Okay, well, that ship has sailed. I hate Kevin. I hate him forever."
Death to
Yes,
Kevin.
Yeah. So then she signs up for temporary success, and then she finds her mom's old suit in the basement because she has to live in the basement now because they turned her room into the gym.
Her
A
mom,
classic story.
what's her mom's
Her mom
name?
is
I know her
Joan
mom.
Cusack.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
so awesome.
And her dad is the dad from Get Out, but not the same guy. I don't think the same guy.
But I don't think the same guy.
Maybe they're twins. And he's like, I don't know what my brother's
Maybe they're
doing in upstate New York.
his crazy evil twin.
Yeah.
They're just like chilling, like working at a summer camp for troubled youth. And like yeah, it's the same actor, but not the same character.
No, different.
Very different guys. He's just really good at playing like dads.
He is. He's just got a dad figure. Like everything
Yeah.
about him screams father.
Father figure. Yeah.
And Kevin too. I really like that. Like her parents do love him because he's a good worker and they try to take care of him.
Yeah.
But then you find out that Kevin has a complicated relationship with his own parents. His own
Mhm.
parents genuinely love their dog more than him. They took the dog to a Disney vacation.
the dog to a Disney vacation and left him at home. And then during the truth circle, he's like, "Do my parents love the dog more than they love me?" And the dad says, "Totally valid, Kev." That's crazy. Yeah, so you can see like obviously Kevin like needs Glenn and Gladys,
Those are their
you
names.
know? Those are their names. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
And you think they probably know that. That they probably
Yeah.
are hoping that
Well, that's
Kit
like
will be
their
as good
whole
for
thing,
Kevin
is, like, yeah,
as he'll be
like
for
they
her.
bring in troubled youth and like take care of them and give them tasks that make them feel needed and special at the camp, and then also for Kevin when they hire him to work at the camp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are playing 4D chess in the dorkiest,
They're like, what
most
kind of
endearing way
laminator?
possible.
Yeah, in a very, very endearing way, and it's very nice. So
Yeah.
she finds the mom's like old suit, and she comes up, she like has her hair done up all nice in like a backpack. Hello, parents.
Hello, parents.
And she's put on this character of like a professional working woman who eats. They're like, "Do you want us to make you some breakfast? We have like Pop-Tarts if you need something really quick." She's like, "No, I eat grapefruit and flaxseed and coffee," which is a terrible breakfast. That would wreck your stomach.
Really, really bad.
The dad is like, "You don't like coffee?" And she said, "No, no, that was just the old kid who didn't try hard enough, who liked things that are disgusting." She's pouring coffee. Anyway, pick up some legal pads for me. I'll probably be using a lot of them from now on. Like, she doesn't understand what work is actually being done in an office. And I think that nobody actually does because offices are made up work environments where people sit and type,
Yes.
which is what she says. She's like, "Yeah, I pretty much just do what everybody else does. I love doing what everybody else does. Good for you."
Yeah.
But that's like her version of like, I need to return some videotapes is like, I'm gonna go get graph paper. I'm gonna go get legal pads. Like she's always like just kind of like buying office supplies.
Yeah,
That
which
she
is a
doesn't
fun
use
hobby.
because her job is copying magazine pages
Mhm.
for some reason.
Why
And
do
the
they need
job
to
is
make
big enough.
copies?
It
They
doesn't
have
really
the
matter.
magazines.
It doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's an office job
Mhm.
at PR and RPR, and it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It like is obviously meant to be like a funny joke job that doesn't exist, but also still ring true to people who just like work in an office and they're like, "I don't really
Mhm.
know. I type stuff, I copy stuff,
Mhm.
and
And
I
again,
buy
as
office
someone who
supplies."
doesn't do that, I could understand the feelings about working in
I
an
can imagine
office.
it. Hmm.
Yeah. I can play pretend. I can say, what would that be like?
Yeah.
Although, as someone, jokes aside, I genuinely love the humdrum office parts of my humdrum office job.
Hmm.
If that were the only things that I had to do in my humdrum
Uh,
office job,
if only.
yeah.
I would love to type and copy things. I would love to use graph paper. Yay.
I love you, graph paper.
Hi, graph
I graph paper.
paper. Yay. Yeah.
Graph
But
paper finished
unfortunately,
friend of the
some of us have
channel.
jobs,
Yeah, evil ones.
and so that's terrible.
Yeah.
Other people work there, and they're not Sabrina and Brock. They're not even Gary, you know?
They're not even
And so
Gary.
anyway,
I wish Hamish
speaking
Linklater
of
worked in my
Gary,
office.
he's like trying to recruit her to work on the Mystic Vac project.
Mystic
Um,
backpack, yeah.
and she says, "Ooh, what makes it mystical?" And he says, "What indeed?" Kills me. Nobody knows or cares about anything at all in this
Yeah.
office.
There's
It's just
no
called Mystic
creativity
Vac,
here at all, and
and
it's killing
it's
me.
killing me. We need to get you a bigger office.
I love
Yeah.
that guy.
What makes it mystical? What
But
indeed?
indeed.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she eventually has this Monday that's going to be a really big deal because that's when her Mystic Vac presentation is due. And it's also, she has this like fight with her parents because she believes that she's going to have a unicorn and keep it in a stable in her backyard. And so she has gone out and bought a big load of hay with Virgil because Virgil is kind of just like instantly ride or die.
Yeah,
Like, I
he
don't
is.
really, I like don't want to do this. I'm getting paid either way. And then after he says, I'm getting paid either way, he just like is always there, which is awesome. So they've picked up some hay and she hid it in the basement, which is where she lives, because her room is now the home gym. And she
Mhm.
gets home and her parents are in there like, where did we go wrong? You know, the big conversation,
Which,
where did we go wrong?
for two reasons, I think it's kind of stupid. Why would you put the home gym in a bedroom upstairs when
In the bedroom
basement is
upstairs.
obvious choice for a home gym? First of all, there's a lot
Yeah,
more
I know.
room and it's cool and dark.
Yeah.
That's the place to have a home gym if you're gonna have one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
second thing is you can tell that she is not used to having hay or farm or anything of the like, because anyone with half a brain would know that you shouldn't keep hay in basement where it's dark and cool, because that's where mice live.
It's gonna
Stupid.
get damp and it's gonna get eaten by mice.
Yes.
You're supposed to keep it in the stable, perhaps.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Almost as if that's what those are for. But anyway, she has it inside. She's like, I think she's using like food dye to make it look or taste better. And so she has it kind of in like in bunches of different
Bundles.
colors, like hung up, you know.
Yep.
Her parents are like, anyway, she feels that it's an invasion of privacy, and they feel, where did we go wrong? And they have this like big argument, and the parents leave, but the dad is like, it's okay, like take your time, we can talk about it on Monday. She's like, I'm not setting an appointment to talk to you about this. And he says, you don't need an appointment, honey. Let's do it on Monday. And so I
Very
like
fun.
that, you know,
Yeah.
as she's taking this step into the corporate world, she's like, ah, suddenly everything has to be like, you have to make an appointment. I'm scheduling, talking about this thing. Anyway, so she has this big Monday coming up because that's the same Monday that she's supposed to reconcile with her parents, is also the same Monday that she might get her promotion if she does the Mystic back thing.
Mhm.
But then she also might get fired. And then it also becomes the day that like she gets a call that the unicorn is ready for her. It's being shipped right now, I guess, or
But
whatever.
you need a 398.
Yeah. Don't even think about getting a unicorn into the country without one of those. And she's like, I don't know what that means. So it's a very big day, this big, large Monday. She gets fired from slash quits her job, and she's telling this to Virgil over lunch, and he says, oh no. She says, but it's okay because I have a secret. And he's like, tell me the secret for real. And she's like, I'm getting a unicorn. And he's like, and so then they have that fight where he's like, I think that you're being scammed. And she says, I think that you're wrong. And whatever you're doing for me out of pity slash obligation is obviously over. So go ahead and leave. And he's like, pity slash obligation. What if I actually liked you? And she's like, ha ha ha. But that can't be it. Yeah. So it ends up being a pretty bad Monday, because like even worse than a typical Monday, because she gets
Ew.
fired and breaks up with Virgil,
Who she didn't even know she was dating
who she didn't even know she was dating, because she's
until
not
after
that
they were
good at
stopped
that kind of
dating.
stuff. Yeah, and then she was like, oh, talks to her mom. I think I understand why I don't have a boyfriend. It's like, yeah, because you hang out with this guy and he likes you. And then you're like, you hate me.
She has a really good conversation with her mom, who takes a moment to connect with her a little bit. And then Kit realizes, she's like, wait a minute. What do you have hung up over there? Those new? And it's her artwork. And
It's her
her mom's
artwork.
like, no, those have been there for months. Are you stupid? She doesn't say that. She's
No,
like,
she
I don't
doesn't say
know.
that.
Those
She
have
just
been
says
up
like,
there.
no, those have been up there, you know. And so then Kit realizes, oh, my parents actually do like care about my interests and they value me as a person. And they don't want me to fail at art. They actually like my art. They're like the only people who do. Maybe I should be
Except for
nicer to
Virgil,
them.
who the
Except
first
for
thing he
Virgil.
said when he came into her room was, these are really good.
Yeah.
Stick in a box guy's kind of an idiot.
Yeah. Hmm.
And he didn't even really like her at that point. He wasn't trying to schmooze her. He just meant it.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because he's a nice guy
He's a
and
nice
sweet.
guy. Hmm. And he can see things for how they really are in a lot of ways. Yeah, so she has that
Heath
talk with her
Ledger.
mom.
Heath
Was
Ledger.
that Hugh Grant from before? I didn't know which movie you were talking about, but I figured it was somebody with an H. But I was like, well, she wouldn't forget Hamish Linklater or Heath Ledger, so I just won't say.
Never underestimate the ability of my brain to be a sieve.
Yeah.
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 But
So it's
sorry,
good.
continue.
So it's a good movie. Well, that's
It's a
pretty
good
much
movie.
my notes kind of end during the parts that I didn't write notes down anymore. Crazy how that
Um,
could work.
it was wild. Samuel L. Jackson has just like tinsel in hair, like the whole
Yeah,
time.
all the time. And it's like different, like it'll be like hanging down or like wrapped around, or it's always a little bit different, but it's just so cool. And he slays, he's wearing like Richard Ayoade suits times five. Like they're good.
Richard Ayoade suits with like Elton John levels of
Flair. Yeah.
yeah. And he also because like I'm so used to Samuel L. Jackson being a character that's like broody and kind of dark and a little sarcastic and mean,
hmm
but
hmm
like very serious. And he comes in and he's giggling and smiling and there's an ice cream bar, not because of the unicorns. I like ice cream.
Obviously.
And he dances behind the
You
counter.
do.
Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love him so much. These are the roles that remind me when actors are like actors. I'm like, oh, you can play pretend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
It was like the reverse, like we were talking about Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
how he mostly does a lot of stuff that he's like overacting and having fun or whatever, and then he'll sometimes have a serious role.
Uh-huh.
Samuel L. Jackson's like the opposite of that.
Yeah.
We mostly see him in these like really like you say, like kind of moody, big dark roles, and then he's in this, and you're like, oh right, people can do things that are fun.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah.
I love it when we remember that.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. Woo.
So he's really good in this. And he delivers one of there's a couple lines that like the first time I watched it in 2019, and then I didn't watch it again until probably like 4 years later or something. But there are certain lines that kind of stick in my brain. So from the first time I watched it that I remembered for those like 4 years until the second time I watched it.
Uh-huh.
And one of them is so it's after he says that Kit is being selfish. He's like, oh, you think everything's about you? You don't think that somebody who works at a unicorn store might have reasons for doing what they do, blah, blah, blah. This big, like, blowout fight, and he just says, Jeez
Jeez
Louise!
Louise.
And I love that.
How often do you hear people say Jeez Louise? Not often enough.
Not often enough, and I'm always saying that.
Yeah.
And it's especially fun because it's Samuel L. Jackson. He swears very little in this movie.
Yeah. Like
And
hardly
his
at all.
biggest exclamation of all time is, Jeez Louise! That's really good.
Yeah. I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
So it's that line that I remembered a lot. It's sorry, these are meant to be compliments. I remember a lot. And I need to go home and focus on drawing
On drawing
vacuums.
vacuums.
I think about that a lot. Anytime I'm about to focus, I need to focus on drawing vacuums. But then drawing vacuums just stands in for like whatever it is that I actually need to do.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
You don't actually have to draw vacuums?
Not usually, no.
Okay. You probably wouldn't have reason to.
No. And then there were some more that I watched today that they didn't stick with me in quite that same way, but I do still like them. For example, totally valid, Spencer, but it's Kit's share.
She's like, I
Yeah.
never had a pet growing up. He's like,
That sucks. Totally valid, Spencer, but it's Kit's share.
so funny. And they are really genuinely good with those kids.
Yeah.
Like, they never, I just love her parents so
Reach
much.
into the future, push away the past.
Past.
Reach into the future,
Whee!
push away the past.
I love them. They're so cute. They're the exact
Yeah.
opposite of the parents in the movie. What? No, Anyone But
Get
You.
out.
Yeah, also true.
Yeah. No, but
I hated
anyone
that
but
movie
you.
so much.
No, that's so true.
I
The
didn't hate the
parents are
movie, but the
whack.
parents.
The parents are whack in that movie.
They
Those-
made me feel violent.
And we talked about this, but why, if it's a destination wedding, it doesn't make sense for the ex to be there because, in the same way that it would have made sense if they had gone to their hometown for the wedding, because then you'd be like, well, we were friends for such a long time. It felt weird not to invite him, rather than we've been friends for such a long time, but it felt weird to invite him, so I didn't, but our parents did anyway. That's crazy.
Almost criminal. They should have been shot. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
And like the whole
And
time,
we would never say that. Who said that?
the whole time, both movies are like the parents just love their kids so much. They're doing the best thing for them. But the results are totally different because in Unicorn Store, they like try not to push too hard. They like try to meet her where she's at, but are serious with her sometimes. Anyone but you, the parents fly her ex to a destination wedding in Australia against her explicit wishes. And are constantly trying to force moments where they spend time together, even though she says, we're done, and has said
Right.
she's dating someone else.
Yeah,
They suck so hard.
that's crazy. They're crazy people.
And the end is like, oh, I know you guys love me. It's okay. I forgive you. I don't.
You're just
I
doing
don't.
what was best for me. Okay, if they
who?
really loved you, they would like respect your, like you say, the things that you expressly said out loud. I don't want this to happen. Yeah. And I understand that a lot of like modern rom-com, like the point is we have to contrive situations for these two hot leads to be together. But I can just think of like at least 12 other ways that they could have done it in that movie
At least.
without inviting the ex to a destination wedding. And
Which
why would
again,
he agree?
yeah, he clearly wasn't super
What's wrong
comfortable
with
with it.
him?
He clearly knew that there was something shady going on with it. Like, and also, this is based on Much Ado About Nothing. Let me ask you this, Olivia. Is there
Who's
a
that
plot
character?
point? Yeah, who's that guy? Did her
He's supposed
parents
to be.
drag her ex into the masquerade? No, they didn't.
No.
You know why? Because he doesn't exist.
He's not real. Like they didn't have to add that. It's a good enough story. If you're gonna do like an adaptation of one of the world's most famous stories, you might say, well, this is a really good story. We don't need to add any like unnecessary characters that will make it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
This is like in Holes, where that screenwriter's like, this is a really good story. What if I changed everything about it?
Yeah.
What if I set it in future
What
space
if
world
it's
and they're
in
hunting for
space?
Thor's hammer?
Yes. Like, yeah, I guess, but like, what if not that?
What if we made it this movie instead?
What if, yeah, what if I think that what you really want to do is write an original screenplay, which you're allowed to do. We don't have to turn this into that. They can be two different stories.
The tone of voice that I always imagine for this is, do you know the SNL skit with Jason Sudeikis? It's the Declaration of Independence. They're drafting the Declaration. And one of the guys just goes, yeah, that's great. And what if we just put like a sick ass treasure map on the back of this bitch? That's always how I imagine them. It's like,
No,
wow, totally out of left field. Except for in most cases, the thing that they're like, yeah, and that's great. But what if it's not as cool as a sick ass treasure map?
yeah,
It's not
that's
cool,
true. Like
and it wouldn't be
most
better.
documents like should have a hidden treasure map on them.
Yeah.
But most destination weddings should not have your sister's ex invited to it.
No.
That's
No.
you know?
Yeah, I do. I know.
And it's just like all of this is set up just so that Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney can like eat a grilled cheese that's a little bit too hot. They could have done that anywhere.
They could have.
I don't know why we had to do all this other stuff.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not trying to yuck Jen's yum, but like you liked that one, but Sinners didn't do it for you.
Yeah. Has she seen Set It Up? Because if she wanted to watch a movie with Glenn Powell that's a
That was
rom-com that's
good.
good, she
She
could watch that
has.
one.
And I don't know why she doesn't like that one better. Because we
His
watched
hair's bad, but I hope that's not the only reason.
I think it makes it better. Because it's like, oh,
hmm
that's like a normal looking person who's
Yeah,
got a
because
flaw.
he doesn't look like a movie star yet. He
Yeah.
looks like a guy
Also,
who works at a job that he doesn't even like.
no.
Because he's like, that's what jobs are for. You make the most money.
I'm Glenn Powell. This is also, I'm not trying to continue to yuck Jen's yum, but she's also, we're watching the Indian version of Top Gun at work this week. We alternate movies who picks them for the week, and this was her pick, is Indian Top Gun. It's called Fighter, and let me just tell you, it's really reassuring to me for all of those really, really good Indian movies that I like and love and have rewatched and showed people, for me to watch a bad Indian movie that I don't really like. I'm like, okay, yeah. So there are, this isn't just across the board type of thing. It's that I like good movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
That's a really good thing to keep in mind. Because I think people, a lot of the time, like Americans are like, well, we have like movie genres, and then every other place has like movies from that place.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing with like music and like art and clothing and whatever, kind of
Mm-hmm.
any kind of like artistic expression. It's like, well, we have like genres,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have like Indian music and Indian movies and Indian food,
Mm-hmm.
Indian clothes. Like, well, I don't know about that.
What if they
Anyway,
were
so people
different
ask me like, "Oh,
types?
you like Indian movies?" I'm like, "I don't, not like exclusively or entirely. I just like good movies from anywhere. Like they could be from
Mm-hmm.
anywhere." Anyway,
And I didn't, I mean, like,
just
I
a
like,
little dose of American exceptionalism for you.
much like the bald eagle.
Yay!
It's real and true. That's a real thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, not to out anybody, but that's the intern that she doesn't know anything. Training
The
her
one who
feels
doesn't
like
know how to
working
press
a
copy on a
whack-a-mole.
copier.
Yeah.
To put the magazine into the copier first and then press copy.
Sorry. Yeah. She like,
Uh-huh.
dude, it's bonkers. We have one thing that we do every morning, and it's got to be a certain type of font, and the headings have to be certain types of things in each section. And every single day I say,
Intern.
no, don't include her name. I didn't mean to say it. Listen, babe, we gotta, this header, it's gotta say this thing. You have it say 2 words of the phrase. I need it to have 3 words of the phrase, the whole phrase. Say 3 words. She's like, oh, okay. I was like, you really shouldn't be confused by this, but let's see what happens. And the next day, she has moved it to be from left aligned to center and double spaced and 5 words.
Center double spaced 5 words. My nightmare.
I'm like, oh, that's just not at all what I asked you to do. Where'd you hear that?
No.
Like
hmm
every single day, there's something new that I have to tell her.
Intern.
You gotta change that, hon. It can't be like that. And every single day, something new pops up, but she never
hmm
changes the original thing that I need her to
It's just
say.
getting slowly worse.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing that she fixes is always replaced by something, but it's never the real, like, do you see there's always at least 2 problems.
Right.
One of them
Uh-huh.
remains constant always.
Sure.
Yeah. The other one varies, but it's always there too. There's always 2.
hmm
So maybe that tells you something. Maybe it doesn't. I'm not saying anything.
I'm not saying anything either. This is just an anecdote with no ties to any other, we're not going to read into it. It's like, who said that?
Yeah. And so my mom's cooking I can smell ground beef. It smells
Ooh.
like tacos.
Ooh. Yay for tacos.
Yay for tacos. Anyway, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
You're eating Cheetos with chopsticks. That's really good.
Because you don't want to get your hands all yucky.
Mm-mm. I really want to get some of those finger ones that are just real
Mhm.
little and like the, you know,
So
I
you can
think
just
that could be
reach into
good.
the bag,
Yeah.
but still not get your fingers yucky.
Yeah.
hmm Those are
the ones
prob-
Drew Gooden did a video on, but
That's
he ate
probably
them
why
with
those were
carrot
invented.
sticks. I think so.
Carrot sticks, that doesn't seem necessary. He should have tried it
No,
with Cheetos and then he could see the difference, like the benefit of using this versus this.
yeah, and he was
If
doing the
Drew
Tom
Gooden
Brady
has
video at
one
the
flaw,
time.
you know,
Well, he was working on another video, and he was on a very strict diet.
okay. I don't believe in strict diets, so wrong a second time.
Amen. That is true. Yeah.
I strictly eat things that are yummy.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted a
It's
Blizzard
really
all
like
day
people
yesterday,
talk
but I
about like
didn't get one.
I think people throw around the phrase like intuitive eating or whatever, but it is pretty true. I think if you have like a set, like if I eat this meal, then I get these nutrients from it, and then later you're still hungry for something else, eat that other thing.
It makes
You know what I
sense to
mean?
me. I
It
do.
makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
hmm
hmm
This is another reason why we're smarter than everybody all the time.
So true.
Yeah. Well, I should probably let you get going there.
Well,
Well, I should probably. Oh yeah, yeah. We should probably.
well, I don't want to take up too much of your time.
But
I
I'll
know
get
you
out of
guys
your
have dinner
hair.
getting started, so
The weather's
I
getting
don't want to
bad out there.
overstay my welcome.
I don't want to wait till it gets too bad to get going there.
Mhm.
So
hmm
yeah,
Do you want to do Sorry to Bother You for next time, perhaps?
yeah.
Because it
I'm
has,
excited to
in my
watch
mind,
it.
similar humor, but it's like if this movie was very different.
Wait, what did you whisper? I didn't hear.
If it was rated R, that would be crazy.
I don't think I'm allowed to watch that movie. My parents are here.
Let's do it. It's secret.
Yay. I'm excited. I like having new movies to watch. I finished a book. I finished 3 books this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. So now I'm getting back into the swing of
And it
that.
was Junie B. Jones, Franklin the Turtle, and the Berenstain Bears.
Don't try to belittle my accomplishments.
No, I would never do that. I was really asking.
Yeah. Reading's good. Did you know that?
Reading?
Yeah. I like
It's
doing
honestly
it.
like it's honestly good for your brain and it's kind of fun too.
Yeah.
It's like food where it's like good for your body and it can taste good.
Yeah. Both of those things are true. Yeah.
Think about it.
I am a lot
So
because
now
of the books that I
now
read
that
this
I've
week
made
were
this
good.
connection, I'm saying if you're on a strict diet, it's the same thing as like not allowing yourself to read. It's for crazy people.
Yeah,
I do
no one should have to
crosswords,
go through
y'all.
that. And I read.
And I read.
I love him. I hope he got a happy ending.
Me too.
I
hope
want
that
to
he and
marry
Sabrina
him.
got married.
Yeah. That would have
Yeah,
been cute. Mhm.
yeah.
I think he would really like to support her Etsy store.
I think so.
I think that what I just imagined in my head to happen is she gets a lot of really loyal customers from a lot of variety of places, but one person keeps buying a lot of her jewelry, and it's Brock, her husband, because he just loves it so
hmm
much and he gives it away as gifts for everybody in his life.
hmm
He's not trying to pity
I was
her or
thinking,
anything. He just
I was
genuinely
thinking
thinks she's
that
awesome.
he could even do that, like, as, before the big reveal that he's in love with her,
Aw.
you know?
Yeah, that's sweet. We should make
Yeah.
movies.
We should make movies.
Yeah.
We should kind of be the only people allowed to make movies.
I've heard that.
Whatever.